Welcome everybody to more of the Arizona Cardinals rebuild franchise on Madden 19. This ought to be a pretty fun episode. No, we're not going to watch any division games today. That was made loud and clear. You want to see some different teams. So I am targeting Week 11 against Atlanta. So what are we doing to start today? Well, I have to make a big decision, and not the one here on Jason Lemon. It's the one here with Joey Bosa. Do we trade the 30-year-old elite pass rusher, or do we try and re-sign him going into the future? We certainly have the funds for the big signing bonus it would take, and we have the cap room for handling the future of that deal. I think that it was interesting going into the comment section and actually seeing a lot of split opinions on if Bosa should stay or if Bosa should go. I wasn't expecting that. I thought more people would be on the let's trade him side of the argument, and there are good points on each side. I think overall, obviously if we do move him, it can't be for nothing, because the alternative to not trading him is having a very, very good pass rusher who, even with regression, will be just fine for the duration of his career being as good as he is. So here are the players that we have on the largest contracts. Isaiah Wynn still has a few years left. Deshaunte Nolan. These guys are going to enter regression on their deals. So will Isaac White, Budda Baker. I have a fair amount of older players under contract for a while, and that includes Jalen Smith. The cap numbers aren't getting out of hand with him, but I have extended a lot of players who are getting older, and eventually those younger players are going to start coming up through, and they're going to want some deals. Parker Tate this season is one of the big ones. Deontay Graham, he's another one, only 26 years old, and here are his ratings. If you want to look ahead to next season, here are the players that'll have expiring deals. Jason Lemon, Jalen Graham, Jamon Fryer. Not too many big names actually next season. That's good. So I'm guessing the cap hits would look pretty similar to Isaiah Wynn's deal in the case of Joey Bosa. So we'd have some hits here that approach 20 after a little bit of time, I assume, with Bosa. His will be a little bit higher. The demand for him was basically to get to, I think, 85 million. Yep, with a $25 million signing bonus. And there were times in the Browns series where these big signing bonuses were like a really big thing, and a thing that would even like decide if I could make a deal or not. So it's a very different series from that standpoint. First off, I obviously want to keep Aaron Howell as like a franchise player for us. We're going to increase the offer a couple $1 million. Aaron Howell gets the deal done. He'll stay in Arizona. So I think that the arguments from Joey Bosa have kind of leaned me not against trading him, but to be like, if we don't get the right deal, like we really gotta make sure we get something great in return if we're gonna make this happen. So that's why I like going to the comments a lot for these kinds of things. Obviously, all of you watch the series and you want to have your input and have a little bit of influence, and I'm cool with that. I don't want to have like 100. I obviously get final say on everything, but I like letting you try to sway me if you can create a good argument. I think I'd also like to get Denard Huval under contract if it's going to be about a $5 million a year demand. Obviously, it's tough to get corners. It's tough to get good ones. Let me see, Denard Huval, like, where would you say he ranks in terms of NFL corners? I'm going to say that he'll be a top 62 corner or a top 64 corner, which would make him just, on paper, an NFL number 2 starter. And he's actually 35. So he's borderline number 1 with where the overalls are. And yeah, the overalls are a little bit weird in this. I've done a lot with the XP sliders, and mostly with increasing them, but overall, I do like that kind of the higher tiers are more exclusive, and it's harder to break in to being a top flight cornerback, or really top flight at any position. It's going to take some Pro Bowls, some high development. So let's look at just corner here as an example. The highest one is Marshawn Lattimore. Not a ton of guys here in the 90s, but I mean, to me, 90 and above should be elite. And I think that there should even be a gap between guys that are like really good and the true elites at the position. So if you were to compare, say, somebody like Aaron Donald, who would obviously be 99 elite, but then you want to have somebody else like Sheldon Richardson when he's really good. He can obviously be, you know, better than like a mid-80s, but maybe he's more of like a low 90 guy. We do have like a different overall scale in here, I guess you could say. Like, guys in the mid-80s are better than you would normally think of guys in the mid-80s being. It's all scale, and the fact that everybody levels up on an even playing field doesn't really make it an issue for me. So let's go. Well, when I say even playing field, it's like in terms of XP gain. Their different developments will impact their ratings or their skill points, making the Pro Bowl, that kind of thing. But I think it's a good playing field. So let's just take a look now. Joey Bosa, if I were to trade him, I think it would have to be for a high pick and a player with potential that could help us right away. And I'm not sure I'm getting that deal. So the Chiefs are one team that would be interested. Let's see if they have anything that would convince me. So they have a couple good defensive tackles here, Kilgore and Shepard. They're both really good. I just wonder, if I wanted a first-round pick and Kilgore, would that be enough? See, that's not even close. Judging by the trade offers I got, if I want a player, it's going to be along with like a 5th-round selection, and that's just not a good deal at all. Now, the Chiefs might just not want to trade Kilgore, but if I'm going to get a player in return, it's got to be someone on his level. Like this right here is a joke of an offer. Lorenzo Carter and a 7th-round pick. Why would you even bother, like, giving me that offer? Kansas City actually gave us one of the better offers, which was their 3rd best defensive tackle and a 4. And for Bosa, even with only a handful of games left, absolutely not. So I wonder if, even if most of you wanted me to trade him, like I might have ended up coming to the same conclusion here because I want to get a good deal. And I don't see one. So I don't know if I can trade him. I think if I wanted to deal Garrett Baronis, I could probably end up a lot happier with the deal that I'd get. Maybe there's someone else I can move. Man, I thought that might actually have a chance. I tried to offer Deontay Graham to the Jets, whose top need is his position. Only a 1 overall gap here, but they will not part ways, it appears, with Keith and Maxwell. I thought at least maybe we'd have a chance to make this work or throw in a late pick. Nope. So I do think I want to trade Deontay Graham. I wasn't planning on re-signing him after this season. He is a good run stopper, but I think we'll go forward with Jose Hayes playing his role. I do need to find like a new middle linebacker. Here are Graham's numbers throughout his career. Nothing too flashy. Okay, I wasn't sure this would go through. We ended up trading Deontay Graham for a 3rd-round pick. I think they need to rework kind of how they value mid-round selections. I wonder who we could find on the trade block, though, that might be able to help us in any way. Well, there aren't too many power backs I'm interested in. Graham Edmonds would be an option, but just not a great one. He's 26 years old, not really going to develop a ton, and he's not very fast, obviously. Poor agility, so I'm probably not going to be trading for any running back. With our open roster spot, we're going to sign wide receiver Deron Diedrich. Diedrich is extremely fast, the fastest free agent available. The catching's alright, the route running, not great, 93 agility. But he's somebody I look at and say maybe he could fill that Curtis Samuel role early next season. Not a major signing, but maybe he'll get some playing time as the season winds down. So the big decision on Lemon would drop his speed to 78. Okay, I cannot do that. 78 is not real running back speed. So after all of that, we do not trade Joey Bosa, and now we continue on with the games. And we lose a close one to the LA Rams. Closer than I thought it would be. We have 2 touchdowns, or 3 touchdowns, 2 picks for J.W. Unger, 2 and 2 for Jared Goff, who was sacked 1 time. Todd Gurley, 4.3 a carry, Sharp at 3.1. And receiving, Lucas McAllister, 2 more touchdowns. He'll have good numbers by the end of the year, I'm sure. Martavis Caldwell led the receivers, and Samuel always finds a way to pitch in. Parker Wood, 12 tackles and a sack. He had the only sack of the day, and then Baker and Smith picked off passes. We will get to upgrade a couple key players today. Jason Lemon is back from his injury now, and he'll get to an 88 overall, it looks like. Elusive is going to be the way to go again. 92 speed, 84 elusiveness. We're going to try and make this work, although the production has got to pick up at some point. Here we go, +3 awareness. And of course, Aaron Howell with the brand new contract. I think for him, 92 zone is pretty good. Let's go man-to-man today. He does go up in overall. And the man coverage up by 1 along with press. By the way, before I forget any longer, let's make a couple players captains. We'll start with J.W. Unger, the new quarterback. I think that's all I can do, actually. I have Unger, Isaiah Wynn, and defensively it's Bosa, Baker, and Smith. I think 5 is maybe the most you're allowed to have. I was going to make Aaron Howell a captain. It'd be cool if the captain thing was like a morale thing, if there was a morale system like MLB The Show. I think that that would do wonders for a franchise mode, being able to have morale impact players, and players who aren't getting the ball or whatever are going to perform worse. Another loss for Arizona. We're keeping things close, obviously. The offense is stepping up. 4 touchdowns and no picks for J.W. Unger. It's hard to lose putting up these stats, but we found a way. Jason Lemon, 84 yards on the ground in his return, no touchdowns. Receiving, Parker Tate has a good day. So does Dante Pettis. White scores twice. McAllister has 40 yards. Caldwell 30. And Emmanuel Hardy into the end zone. On defense, 16 tackles for Jalen Smith. 10 for Wood. 10 for Howell. And a split sack there between Wood and Howell along with Dion Richard. Oh, wow. This is amazing for Aaron Howell. 3 offensive line upgrades in one go. Roy Marpet is up first, the rookie 21-year-old out of Texas A&M. His ratings are more geared around power, but he was just too good to pass up on. I think the finesse side of things definitely has to get better. I want to do something for run blocking. I think we'll go agile with him. Fix that weakness up a little bit. +2 awareness, +2 run block finesse. Then we have Jared Strojny, who is likely done really improving. I think he's somebody we could consider replacing in the offseason. He's obviously the number 14 ranked left guard, and the XP sliders are the most off, I'd say, for the offensive line by default. I have them more than 200%, and still, like, offensive linemen struggle to develop for whatever reason. But I wanted to make him a scheme fit if possible, so we're going to give him an agile upgrade. Strength goes up, that'll help. Then it's center Devin Brazil, and this will make it so we have no offensive linemen starting in the 70s for overall. He is a decent run blocker, has good run block power, very strong, and I think we'll also go agile for him. Get those scheme fits closer. +4 pass block, okay. This is a really good corner class, and we could need corner in this draft, so let's get to know the first rounders here. They all apparently are true first round talents. Kent Holland looks very solid. I think Watts Mathis is good, but not the best scheme fit for us. Watts Gerard, definitely. I want all these guys, but Gerard's one I'd prioritize along with Holland. One more thing here, I'm interjecting this while editing, but I just thought about, like, to help out our offense in the running game, maybe because we're so good at tackle, we focus more on running outside the tackles, and we focus on not having a receiving tight end as our primary guy, and focus instead on just someone who can block as like a 6th offensive lineman. What do you think? Or even just going the 2 tight end sets and trying to run that way, because what we're doing isn't working well. Alright, so if we're not trading Joey Bosa, I'd obviously like to keep him. The regression should keep him just fine for many years. And let's just take a look at his stats in this series. Hopefully a lot of double-digit sack seasons still left. And he's having a down year right now. So I don't know if this is going to work out or not, but I'm going to trust that he'll still have some good play time in the future. So this could be a big mistake or a great move for us. They don't take the first offer very much, though. Oh, come on. We lose to San Francisco even? They scored nothing against us in the last episode, and now they get 28. The defense is in some serious trouble, and I think with trading Deontay Graham, it obviously didn't help anybody. Jason Lemon, 3.4. Kadron Sharp stole the touchdowns. I guess Lemon didn't get put back into all the roles like he should. Parker Tate, 78 yards. White scored as well. McAllister, an off day for him. Lemon had 80 yards receiving, so there's a big positive. Bouval, 8 tackles. Jalen Smith with a sack. And Barnes and Baker get 1 each. So Bosa has an upgrade. What happens? He can't go to a 100 overall. Speed Rusher is literally maxed out. I can't do anything. Okay. I'm wondering if I should maybe hang on to it after the offseason and then put the point into whatever regresses. Like, I want to keep his finesse moves really good, but I can't upgrade him. So I'll just wait and then put it back in Speed Rusher after regression. But we do not have to wait with J.W. Unger. We are going to work on his deep accuracy today. I've been really impressed with his arm talent overall, and I can't wait to see what kind of quarterback he could be after a couple more seasons. So obviously I'm trying to get this deal done with Joey Bosa. We'll upgrade the signing bonus a little bit for him, the salary as well, and see if this is enough to get him to accept. No. I really like the salary. I wish I could say the same about the bonus or duration. You want a 5. I offered a 5. What do you really want, Joey? Well, we're 2-7 on the year. You know where this thing's headed. We are tied for the worst record in the NFL. We could compete to have the #1 pick and not need a quarterback. That's an interesting predicament. Oddly enough, it's what the real Cardinals are in right now. But I'm looking at, just finding ways to finish up this season and hopefully take away some positives for the future. Obviously, a 3-year stretch of not making the postseason is something you do not expect, especially in, the heart of a franchise and a rebuild. This is not the beginning. This is like chapter 3 or 4 of the entire series. So obviously, things got to change next year. And we'll find out exactly how much needs to change. So Falcons begin here at their own 25-yard line, and out the gate, oh my. Deep into Cardinal territory, they start with a big gain of 48 yards. Jefferson on the reception. I think it was Denard Huval he beat in coverage. 4-touchdown game for Lester Phelps down below. That's cool. No rush on Garcia. Finds a man on the outside. Another first down. Full house pistol and a run up the middle. Nowhere to go. It's 3rd down and 11 for Atlanta. Garcia to the end zone. He's intercepted. It's Aaron Howell. And the Cardinals will take over inside their own 10. There's the superstar. Big red zone takeaway. Now the Cardinals will take over, and Jason Lemon gets hit almost immediately. Here's Unger on 3rd down. From the goal line, he fires, and that's knocked away, intended for Tate. I'm mostly concerned with watching the offense in this game, and here are the Falcons using Rashawn Adams in the air, Rashawn Adams on the ground. He will get into the end zone and make it 7-0. I'm glad a lot of you have been enjoying the series recently. Even with the lack of winning, there's a lot of excitement behind the episodes. It's been good to get a lot of them up lately as well. Come on, we've got to be able to get through the line cleaner. Lemon at 61 yards last week, 263 on the season. Man, what could have been? Well, I mean, he could still be great. It's just, you can only wait so long before you're out of time. Here's another handoff. There goes Jason Lemon for a first down. 2nd down for Unger. He finds a man down the sideline. Parker Tate. There you go. You need your quarterback to have the arm to go and beat that cover 2 defense and finding that hole up the sideline. The elite quarterbacks are not afraid of this coverage because the holes are massive if you have the talent to hit them. Can't wait around. You got to throw it on a line. We do that right there with J.W. Unger. By the way, what do all you think J.W. stands for? Let me know in the comments. Sacked. Tack McKinley. San Francisco beat L.A. They're turning their whole season around. Wow. I guess our shutout woke them up. Second down and 22. Unger fires a little off the mark for Tate. Third and 22. They play it super safe, and we'll be kicking. All right, let's sim some of the offense now. 25 yards to Martavis Caldwell. Parker Tate making a bunch of catches today. And on third down, Unger runs for 7 to set up another field goal. I went to go see if Jason Lemon was the top running back for all 3 options, and he was. But still, Cadron Sharp is getting some carries, and we obviously saw him get a lot in the simulating. There's not really a way to avoid having a 2-back system. Third down, Lemon gets the call again, and the hesitation will cost him. It just seems every time he's at least disrupted at the line of scrimmage. He's never getting through cleanly. J-Dub trying to get us in scoring range. Isaac White for 18 yards, knocked away, thrown away. And 16 to Parker Tate. He'll have close to 10 catches by the time this one's over. Lucas McAllister and a Caldwell touchdown. Arizona back on top. We'll take it to the second half. Roderick Spurlock gets 5. Our fullback helping us out. Lemon drops a pass. White gets the conversion. 18 to Caldwell. 15 to Caldwell. And a fumble. Still a very close game as we are later in the third quarter, backed up at our own 10-yard line. Very imbalanced still. I'll have to do some readjusting to the playbook, obviously. Here's Unger on second down, finding Isaac White. Unger on first down, hits the quick pass outside, and that's Martavis Caldwell. 7 catches on the day for Caldwell. I'm loving the season that he's putting together. Second and inches. Caldwell over the middle makes the tough catch. Honestly, though, I probably won't edit the playbook at all until next season because the play calling is benefiting J.W. Unger's development. And I don't think that if I just call different running plays that we're really going to have different results. At the end of the day, there are only so many ways to run the football in Madden, and we're not succeeding at a lot of the basic ones. Unger on second down. He found him again. Caldwell. 9 catches on the day for Caldwell. Now it's the stretch. If we had bounced that a bit more, I think Lemon had his best carry of the day. I think the best thing I could do maybe is prioritize the stretches a bit more. Try to give him some inside zone and some stretches and mostly focus on that. There are way more plays in NCAA 14 that I think are usable in terms of the ground game. Outside zone in NCAA, I've talked about this before. Outside zone is incredibly useful. No one over our slot. Throw it to him again. Oh, not that way, but it's a first down regardless because we're getting open. Another give. Lemon got some daylight now, and he'll take it up close to the 20 and gets shaken up. Jason Lemon hurt once more. Is he going to be all right? We just got Lemon back this episode. Now we have to go to our other backs. We have Love and Sharp in the game from the 21. Oh, no, it's Branch. That's right. I forgot about Wendell Branch, who rips off a good run inside the 10. Why am I not seeing that more often? First and goal for J.W. Unger. It's a quick one, and Parker Tate is down to the 1. At the half-yard line, third and goal, the back is Cadron Sharp. It's a run with an unblocked defender making the play in the backfield. Let's catch up with the defense now. Elijah Robertson got the Falcons down here on 2 catches. So they're already close to field goal range. Garcia out of the shotgun on first down. Over the middle, no one covers the tailback. Going forward, I do want to keep posting a lot of Cardinals like I did this week. Might not always be 4 videos, but I would like to get at least 3 up per week in this series. Garcia rolling off on second down, taking a shot and finding his man. Good play. To this point, though, if you go back to September 8th when the series began, I've posted 54 episodes. That's good for 1 every 3 days. I calculated it. It was 3 with no decimal places. So every 3 days essentially has been the average. And I want to get closer to 3 a week, sometimes 4, maybe, if you all behave, 5. I think I have something special with this format, though, and we've seen it with the Browns, and even in this series, which maybe hasn't lived up exactly to what the Browns was, but it was a pretty high bar in my opinion. I still think this is really fun. I have a blast with this series. Goal to go. Don't let him in. Shut down by Parker Wood. Out of the gun here, they spread the field out. 3rd and goal. Garcia's in trouble and throws it into the turf. So a 3-point game as the Cardinals will try and run out this clock, and they'll do it primarily by throwing, it appears. Parker, Tank got free. That's a first down. Oh, it's a fake. They got me on that one. Oh, boy, it's intercepted. No way. No. Off the deflection. Man. J-Dub's out here trying to get the #1 pick, though. He's trying to tank for the team. 3rd and 4. They got it. 4:30 left to go. Are the Falcons going to score? Honestly, I hope they do. I want either we win by J-Dub getting an amazing possession or we lose. So a 4-point game now as we try and perform a comeback, and I wouldn't say that was the right way to start. All right, J-Dub, I believe in you. Out again to Jason Lemon. The thing that I think bothers me most about Lemon right now is the lack of yards after contact and the fact that he's not creating enough, whether it be with his moves or the power. We're not getting what I expected. 3rd down and 10 now for Unger. 3 minutes on the clock, needs this one here. Across the middle, and he got it. Big play to Isaac White. The quick throw is complete again. Caldwell doing a really good job as a high-volume target. 3rd down. Unger wants something quick. Oh, come on. You cannot throw that away. You had Caldwell. He would have made the play. You better go for it. Do not punt this football. All right. Offense is still out there. We can go score on this defense. We are better than this defense. Come on, Unger. He brings White across. Unger has time. Isaac White has it knocked away. Good play. Falcon football. Wow, they went for it on a 3rd and 6. They threw it. They got it. All right, Atlanta. You can celebrate your win. Cardinals drop this game and move to 2-8 on the season. We are struggling, obviously. We are not in a good spot right now as a team. Nothing is really on track. We've got to find some way. Well, we can't fix it this year, but we can't have 4 years of this. Unger picked off once. He throws for a touchdown and 320 yards. He was fun to watch for part of the game. Jason Lemon, 41 yards, 2.9 a carry. The one play of Wendell Branch I thought was kind of our best run of the day. Thought about playing him a little bit more, actually. Caldwell, 10 for 120 and a score. Tate for 99. I like our wide receivers. Hey, Martavis Caldwell had a very good day, and he'll get an upgrade as well. He still has normal development, so it's really tough to take a player like him and turn him into a great player. But the way he's playing, he's got a shot. Let's work on that short route running a little bit here. I think slot would be the right one to pick, or possession even. Slot might just help me out a little bit more where I want it. So Caldwell gets a boost, medium and short with catching. The 3 ratings that I really want to see go up for him. I think that if we stick with him, he's got a real shot to become the receiver we need. Antrell Massey, not sure if he'll be the starter going forward or what the plans are going to be there. He's a 75 overall now, and zone coverage goes up by a 1. Oh, one new injury. What do we have here? It is Spencer Barnes, who will miss the next 5 games, so we're a little bit thinner at corner. For the rest of the year, I want to make sure we have a couple players as focus players. We have JW here with his star development. I'm not sure he needs the focus player XP. It's not really a lot, honestly. So I have Devontae Steed there, Howard Iwabima. We're going to put in Martavis Caldwell. However much XP we can get him, I want him to get it. That is going to bring us to the end of this episode. I'm sure next time we're probably going to be getting to the end of the season, I would assume, or maybe it'll be 2 episodes. I'll have to see. But obviously this season really isn't going anywhere. There are a few players I'd still like to see, but I don't know how much more I want to stick around this year. 2-8, probably going to be a top 5 selecting season, I would assume. Let's check this. Oh yeah, Lions won their games, so this would have us in top 2 contention. 10 games in, we have the 22nd ranked offense and the 15th ranked defense. Here are the numbers. J.W. Unger, 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 66% complete. On the ground, Kajran Sharp, 3.1, Jason Lemon, 3.3. Receiving, Martavis Caldwell leads the team in catches, yards, and nearly has it in touchdowns. This is pretty shocking stuff. Isaac White's still doing pretty well. Same with Parker Tate. McAllister's doing really well at tight end, better than I thought he'd be. So I think the big positive from this year is that J.W. Unger is looking very good, and he has a favorite receiver in Martavis Caldwell. Joey Bosa, please pick up the sack production. I want to give you the big contract, but not for 4 sacks. We're not getting much rush this season as a team. Anyway, everybody, that is going to end the episode. Continue to leave your feedback down below in the comment section, and you just might be able to impact the episodes moving forward. Thank you all for your support. I do appreciate it so much. Love seeing your enthusiasm down below in the comment section. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you again this week with more Cardinals Rebuild. Have a great day.